Metalheads, welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal. My name is Joseph. Today, let's do an EPICA reaction to the song Consign To Oblivion live at Zenith. Now, I have heard EPICA before, but that must have been like 10 years ago. I mean, I relatively going in blind. I don't know what to... I just know it's symphonic metal. I remember that when I listened to a couple songs back in the day. At that point in time, I really wasn't on power metal, symphonic metal, or anything of that sort. I was like solely into thrash metal, very close-minded in my approach of what I liked in music. And I've kind of broadened my horizons to basically every single genre of heavy metal, for the exception of maybe new metal and hardcore or deathcore. I'm usually not a huge fan, but even in those, I'll find bands that I like. If you're an EPICA fan and you're new to this channel, just be prepared. I can have some criticisms. I'm not always positive in my reactions, but I'm always respectful, I think, in the way I try to express myself. Sometimes successfully, sometimes unsuccessfully. But anywho, let's get right into the video. Let's see what we got.
The last one for tonight. But you know, we always come back to Paris. Because we love Paris. Last one for tonight. Everybody, you know the drill. Open up in the middle to create.
I mean, that's kind of cool that she just has a regular dress on. She doesn't have the need to dress up like a stereotypical metal band. But even then, let's just kind of go into the music. For me, look usually doesn't matter. I remember back in the day, I almost never knew what a band looks like. I just listened to the music.
The wall of epic.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be pretty epic. Yeah, they're building it up hardcore so far to kind of this big kind of entrance. I would assume. I'm guessing this is like halfway through the show.
Looks good. Later on, I'll count down from 3 before we go. All right. First, hold. 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 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but before I forget, I've been in walls of death like that many times before, but I've been for Amon Amarth. And let me tell you, I was right at the front and it was super brutal. We just like ran full speed. Thankfully I didn't get trampled because I'm 5'7". I'm not exactly tall, but I still like going to mosh pits. I've gotten black eyes in mosh pits. I've gotten thrown across the floor. I've gotten tossed up in the air to, you know, like crowd surf and then get dropped down to the ground. I kind of had it all happen to me. I actually like that the growls with the singing, like the operatic singing with growls, and then him also coming in. It's a nice really switch, kind of gives it a nice diversity to the music.
Try to
she reminds me of Tarja from Nightwish, their first singer, but even a more soothing, softer sound to her vocals. Where Tarja obviously was more operatic, and then they got Floor Jensen, who became still very, very kind of beautiful, high note, but she kind of brought this, I don't know, a certain rawness to Nightwish after Tarja. And now this singer here, she's like very melodic and very soft, and then the second vocalist kind of counteracts that in the song. I actually don't remember that at all the first time I've heard them, so I mean, again, it's been a long time ago. So far, you know, it's a cool song, and I like the play on the vocals, like I've mentioned before, and I like the keyboard. I like the sound of the guitars. They sound well live, but for a 10-minute song, of course, I'm gonna be expecting a lot of changes in this song, and let's see how it develops. You know, I'm not gonna particularly say an opinion yet because it's too early to tell. But there's already somewhere in the back of my mind, the impatient brain of mine starts thinking like, oh, when is the change? When is going to be a change up in the song? What is it going to progress to? I gotta say, she has a really beautiful voice. I really like her voice. And I actually like, it's kind of, you see snippets of it in their live performance, but I like how they don't feel like they need to fulfill the stereotype of that stereotypical 80s metalhead where you're always serious and always hardcore and always strong and always like somehow that's gonna emasculate you or make you less than if you're not that. I typically like, even in thrash metal, death metal bands, I love Immortal for that reason, because Abbott is an absolute goofball on stage. Despite doing black metal, he's doesn't take himself seriously at all, and there's a certain liking to that for me, because despite how serious I am on these music videos, I'm actually quite like, I'm laughing, I'm always making jokes. You know, it's like you kind of when you speak out to people, you can speak in one way. When you're in private with your friends, you're a different way. That's kind of how I am, especially because of my job. I've kind of been programmed to be very respectful and very professional as a personal trainer. But then when I'm get a little bit more comfortable with each person, I tend to let loose my humor and even my curse words left and right. Yeah, I noticed this about basically every symphonic metal band. Again, I'm not a musician, so I don't write music, but this is just kind of my analysis, is that the riffs themselves and even the melodies on the keyboards are, they're not complex. I don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand that. And when I say complex, I mean many intricate riffs and many intricate melodies on a constant basis, switching like Joe Satriani or something, or you know, I don't know, Steve Vai or something like that, right? But the complexity in this music seems to come through in this composition, almost like an orchestra or classical music. I would say symphonic. I mean, a lot of heavy metal, if not most of heavy, if not all of heavy metal, is inspired by classical music. But I think, obviously, for obvious reasons, symphonic metal takes a lot of cues in songwriting by building complexity on layering. At least that's what it seems like to me. That was cool, him riding on the little stage that he has for the keyboard. I know that would make me laugh and kind of excited. Yeah, that dude has an epic beard and hair. I'm a little jelly, to be honest. I'm Team Bald with the keyboardist here. But I've kind of grown to like the bald head, less maintenance. You know what this reminds me of? Is there any fan here of Therion? And I mean Therion early days, like Secret of Ruins, and a couple of the first albums when they were a little bit heavier and they did that symphonic metal as well. I really like Therion in their first couple of albums, and then there was like a change up, I forgot which album, which kind of made the band never the same for me personally. But they remind me of that sound as well, even though Epica predates, I believe, Therion in when they formed as a band. Yeah, this is a nice change up to that heavier sound that they have here with which is not typical for symphonic metal to have gruff vocals throughout the song, which I like. I like that they did that. Even if I believe that the song, I believe, is a little long. Maybe it could have been a little tighter or a little shorter, in my opinion. And I have a feeling that this might not be the only or the best example of Epica, or the only style, right? There's probably just a breadth of different music from them that's gonna really color who they are once you listen to all those songs. But just based on this one song that I'm listening to now, I can't say that I am completely enveloped. I like it. I think it's a cool song. But if somebody, like, say you told me I have to recommend this band after this song, I probably would be like, I think I can recommend you other ones. You know what I mean? But of course, that doesn't mean, like, I feel like I need to check out more. I definitely need to check out more and hear more before making a really informed decision. By the way, where is Epica from? And you guys, it seems like every symphonic metal band that I've heard, or melodic death metal band I've heard, suggested by you guys, comes from either Finland or Sweden, and predominantly Finland. I would like to know where Epica is from. Yes, guys, I do not do research beforehand, for multiple reasons. I like going in blind. I don't like to develop a certain liking for the band before even listening to them. I develop my liking with the music, and I've developed my further liking later on with doing research when I actually get into the band. I'm like, okay, I need to know more now. And secondly, the more real reason for that is I am super busy. The fact that I try to, like, carve out 2 or 3 hours every other day just to record a couple of reactions is a miracle that I'm able to do that. But I really enjoy doing it. It's quite stress relieving for me personally. Yeah, that was a nice epic kind of performance too, with the fireworks. They sound really good live. That I gotta give them right away. I do want to check out more. I know this is not everything that this band is, so it's just not fair. I'm learning to express myself better in reactions, because I'm not gonna filter myself, but I can always find a better way of saying sometimes than I would say it in the past. So I'm going to want to check out more from Epica to get a better feel for who they are before making a real final judgment on this. So guys, give me some recommendations. What should I check out? Where should I go from here? Of course, I want to check out. Don't feel like you need to show me another heavy song. I would like to get a breadth of who they are and an honest, genuine reaction of who they are. And then this way I'll be able to kind of give you my honest reaction as well. And guys, make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. If you do enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe down below for more. I do album reviews, I do band interviews for the ones that respond to me, since I'm a smaller channel. And obviously I do my reactions. I do some album recommendations from what I personally enjoy, which just creates conversation for heavy metal. And that's kind of really all I wanted to do with this channel, is just converse with other metalheads around the world with similar, different opinions, agree to disagree, and have heated discussions. That's just what I enjoy personally. That's all I've tried to do on this channel. Guys, take care. Keep it metal.